Auntie Nikki, you were. What's up, everybody? My name is Simply Faye. Today, we're gonna be diving deep into the Nicki and Megan controversy. We're gonna be discussing the diss track, the drama, and the questionable behavior of some of the parties involved in this discussion. It all started when Megan released a song called His, and there was a line in the song that says, "These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes are mad at Megan's Law." According to Google, Megan's Law is the mandated public disclosure of information about registered sex offenders when required to protect the public. From what I have researched, like Nicki's husband is not able to do, like, just go to parks or go anywhere near schools and that kind of situation. So if the shoe fits, the shoe fits. And of course, this subliminal diss referencing Megan's Law seemed to have hit Nicki very, very hard. It sparked a wild reaction. Auntie Nicki went absolutely bananas. She went bonkers.
And I know you listening right now, you fragment foot bitch. Bullet fragment foot bitch. Bullet fragment bitch. She a bullet fragment bitch. Now listen here, ho. Get up on your good foot. Bitch, I said get up on your good foot, not your bad foot. Fuck was that, a diss or piss? Said it was his, I said piss. My fans called it piss.
I saw her live on, like, part of her live on TikTok, and she was literally talking to herself, screaming, shouting. I was so confused because I saw her reaction before I even listened to Megan's song. So I don't know who is a bigger fan, me or Nicki at this point, because she was so updated. Like, it's as if she knew that Megan was gonna drop. Like, it's as if she had, like, updated news about Megan dropping a song, and she was just ready to listen to the song, and she was just like a big fan. Like, I don't understand how Nicki knew. I actually saw her respond before I listened to the song. Anyway, this guy summarizes some of the things I'm not going to be talking about in this video, but I think you should be aware.
Snakes hiss before they attack. So, Miss Chun-Li, I suggest you gorilla glue down that Chinese bang, super glue them bamboo earrings into your ear, and get ready, because that was simply just a fucking warning. Could you imagine being the parents of Megan Kenka and seeing a law that you created in honor of your daughter trending simply because another woman doesn't want another woman to exist in the same space as her? Imagine seeing a law that you created trending because someone intentionally married the same type of person that law was against. In the past 24 hours, that one singular Megan's Law bar from a 3-minute song has made that lady spaz on Instagram Live, Twitter Spaces, Facebook Messenger, Periscope, Skype, and Uvu. He has brought up Megan's album and single sales and said that her shit is always flopping, even though Survey says just a few years ago, you were the same woman that said album sales and streams did not matter. Ooh. But now, since your fans have gotten a 50-cent raise down at the Piggly Wiggly and are able to actually buy your shit, streams and sales matter. Which one is it? She also implied that she spoke directly to Kelsey, and even though Kelsey wide-mouthed ass did not get on this internet and defend herself when they were saying that she's the one that pulled the trigger, she made sure she got on here and let us know that she did not speak to you, Otis. But wait, there's more. Miss Pills and Potions also said that Megan calls Cardi a dirty Mexican. Even though Survey says, once again, that's what you and your weird, wicked Barbies refer to Cardi as. And your like tweets are proof of that. Next on the fucking list, she implied that during the shooting of the Hot Girl Summer music video, Megan forced her to drink and even implied that she should go to the clinic and get rid of her baby after she told her that she might be pregnant. And to be honest, that advice should have been fucking taken, because who the fuck purposely has a baby by a sex offender? But again, Survey says that from all the footage that we've seen from that live, you were the one forcing her to drink those open canned Sprites that have sit on the counter too long that you want to call a Moscato. He even decided to go low and bring up Megan's dead mother and say that Megan lied on her mother's name about being shot. Even though survey says once a fucking again, less than 6 hours ago, you were the same woman hooping and hollering on live about how she only had one good foot. So why would she only have one good foot? I ask you, did she lie about getting shot or did she actually get shot? Which one is it?
Before we even talk about the disaster of a diss track that song Bigfoot was, let's talk about how Nicki responded to like a nobody, like a little, like a person who, anyway, she responded to this girl on TikTok who said Nicki doesn't know who she is. And I'm gonna play that video.
Nicki Minaj doesn't know she's Nicki Minaj, and it's pissing me off. Cause girl, you're Nicki Minaj. What the fuck?
And of course, Nicki responded by saying, girl, the question is, who are you? If you knew you would do better, blessed day. Don't make me come back. Of course, this is very, very silly. Like, this was not even a diss at Nicki. This girl was just trying to highlight, like, Nicki, you're a big deal. You shouldn't be responding. You shouldn't be talking. You're 40 years old. You shouldn't be online and responding, doing these lives, doing these silly things. You shouldn't be doing these silly things when you are 40 and you're a big deal. You're worth 300 million, girl. And you shouldn't be online with responding to nobody's. And Nicki kind of proved a point by responding to somebody who she had no business responding to. I'm gonna talking about the video itself. She said Nicki doesn't know who Nicki is. I think Nicki knows who exactly she is. I think she knows she's a queen. And I think she knows that the Babs will always be on her side. I think that no matter what Nicki does, she can do no wrong to these Babs. She can do no wrong. These people they may disagree with everything Nicki does or anything she does, but they will not stop supporting her. She knows she can do anything. Well, she's attacked a lot of people in the industry and gotten away with it. This is one of the examples of Nicki bullying.
You know, it's really funny to me when I'm seeing people say that this Megan Thee Stallion situation is making them turn in their Barb card and that Nicki has never given this much attention to a girl before and that she's going so low. When in reality, I gave up my Barb card back in 2021, my senior year of high school, because she did almost this exact same thing to another girl. And no, it was not Lotto. No, it was not Cardi. It was Leanne Pinnock from Little Mix. To those that either don't know or don't remember, Little Mix is a girl group and there was 4 members. There's Jade Thirlwall, who's Yemenese. Then you got Perry Edwards, who's the British white girl. Then you got Leanne, who is black, and her family is descended from Jamaica. And then you have Jessie Nelson, who up until 3 years ago, I was thinking she was of color too. Then there was this whole controversy on Twitter where it was discovered that Jessie Nelson was actually white. But when you saw her, she had lips that were almost bigger than mine. Her skin was almost darker than Jade's, and Jade was the one who was Middle Eastern. And she always had the big old hair, like the big hair that's like super curly and kinky. So people were naturally assuming that this girl was of color. And so Jessie left Little Mix because she wanted to go solo. And then Nicki Minaj decided to hop on her solo debut song with her. It was that song called Boys back in 2021 that sampled that, I don't know which song of Diddy's it was, but it was like Bad Boys for Life, I think. And people were just going crazy on the song and then the subsequent music video, because in the music video, it's Jessie Nelson, mind you, she's white, parading around this white suburban town, basically terrorizing it with her black stereotypical thug crew. And so people were calling her out on that, and they were also calling out Nicki for endorsing some shit like that. And then there was apparently this screenshot that was circling around of Leanne, mind you, she's the black girl in Little Mix, sliding in this influencer's DMs and accusing Jessie of being a blackfisher and to not endorse her song or whatever. And so Nicki took it upon herself to hop on IG Live and call Leanne a jealous bozo and accused her of being, I guess, jealous of Jessie's solo career. Mind you, at the time, Leanne had absolutely nothing to be jealous of Jessie for. She had just given birth to twin girls. She had just starred in a holiday movie. Her and Little Mix were still together and they just went on tour and had released a compilation album. What else? And she was in a successful relationship. Now, granted, the boyfriend of Leanne had said some messed up things about dark-skinned black women, but she made sure to publicly condemn him for that on her documentary that she did about her struggles of being the only black girl in the girl group. But Nicki decided to dog this girl so bad on Twitter, on IG Live. She was reposting all these different things about her boyfriend, still calling her a jealous bozo. She was like, oh, these jelly bitches so messy because, like, jelly, you know, she combined, like, Jesse's name, J-E, and then Lee, Leigh or whatever. And she was just going so hard to defend Jessie Nelson, who was the blackfisher. And Stevie Wonder would be able to see that Jessie Nelson was trying to cosplay as a black girl. So yeah, Nicki went so hard and was doing all of this to Leanne and was basically dogging her to the white meat. It was so bad that at Leanne's birthday party, she was crying about it and was talking about how hopefully she knows people really know her character and knows that she's not this evil person or whatnot. But now fast forward all these years later, Nicki ate her words in regards to that girl. Because Jessie Nelson is nowhere to be found. Her performance of Boys on the Jingle Bell Ball was universally panned. Her solo career has basically flopped and is non-existent, and the girl is literally nowhere to be found. She doesn't even post on social media. Whereas Leanne has now officially decided to go solo, and her solo debut has been nothing but successful. Both of the songs that she's released thus far have charted and has been beloved by her fans, and her album is highly anticipated. So nah, this isn't nothing new for Nicki. She's had experience in trying to break down these girls or whatever. I don't know what being a bully is giving her. I don't know if that's giving her like an ego boost or something, but it's, to me, just silly. And you would have thought that with Leanne, Nicki Minaj would have actually related a lot to her and would have been willing to not do her like that, because she was an island girl just like her, and they both had just became mothers. So you would think, oh yeah, I can relate to this girl and yada yada yada. And what's so funny is that she went so hard trying to talk about Leanne's man being colorist, but yet you married a rapist.
Nicki has a history of attacking others and of just doing very inappropriate things, and a lot of people have turned a blind eye to it. Remember this story of Nicki defending someone who was blackfishing, and I remember me just trying not to be emotionally involved, and I just like looked away because I loved Nicki so much, and I consider myself a little bit of a Barbie, or a little bit of everything really, because I do like Nicki's songs. I'm not gonna lie, she is one of my favorite rappers. So I'm not gonna lie, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't like Nicki's songs, because that would be a lie. And I myself am involved in these people that turn a blind eye to Nicki's toxic behavior of her bullying people and getting away with it. We saw it with Nicki, we saw it with Cardi, we saw it with apparently it was with Doja as well. I'm not really sure, but it's with many other women, and it's just like she's like a mean girl at school bullying people because she knows she's talented. She knows people are just gonna be on her side. It's crazy. Anyway, now we're gonna be talking about the actual song, the diss track song. So the diss track song, I'm not even gonna go into the lyrics, okay? I just don't even know like what is happening, because this is the same lady that gave us Monster, okay? Like, I can't believe Monster came, like, that rap verse from Monster, best rap verse ever. Best rap verse ever. Like, I love that song, that verse. I literally listened to Monster just because of that verse. And I can't believe that is the same person that would release a song like she did. Like, this is, I've listened to almost all Nicki's songs. Like, even the songs that are not even found on like Spotify or iTunes, like, I will look for them. Like, her old songs, I will look for them. And out of all her songs, I can say this song was probably the worst song. Like, why is she rhyming foot to with foot? Like I just can't believe that she would release something so gimmicky, so clumsy. Like, even some of her rapping, it wasn't even on beat. Like, I just didn't even understand like what is going on, and I'm glad she didn't call this a diss track. Okay, I'm really glad. To be honest, the song is giving corny. The song is giving not queen of rap. The song is giving ASMR. Okay, that is what the song is giving. It's not giving the most talented queen of rap ever diss track. Like, it's giving no flow. It's giving messy. It's giving not making sense. That's what it's doing. And I think that if I was Nicki, if I really wanted to respond to this, if I was Nicki, I would have done this on a collab somewhere and dropped two lines, three lines, just talking about everything, and just left it at that. The fact that she had a limited amount of time, and she could only like, so she had to release a song really quickly. She didn't take her time to actually write a song that made sense. The fact that she's got big feet and she's got one good foot, it didn't deserve a whole song. That's all I'm saying. It could have been on a collab somewhere with a random person, and she could have dropped 2-3 lines real cute and left it at that if she wanted to to respond to this. But she had to make a whole song that didn't make any sense, and it will go down as the worst song Nicki has ever made. And like, Nicki is talented, okay? Nobody can question that. She's talented, and I don't even understand. I think that right now she was having a mental breakdown. I wish she had just taken her time, went out for a walk, had good support system, and went on a vacation somewhere, okay? Then wrote a nice sweet verse, then came back and then dropped it. She didn't have to do all this. It's giving too much. She didn't have to do these lives on she didn't have to like release these tweets hating on Megan, talking about all these tweets she was tweeting. And I'm glad at the end she said it's not even a diss track, okay? Because it's not giving diss track. It's not giving diss track. It's not giving punch, you know? It's not giving anything. It's really not giving anything, okay? And it only left a dent on Nicki's career. Honestly, she didn't need all this. If she didn't respond to this, nothing would have happened. Would have been like, oh damn, because we all knew who Nicki married. Like, it wasn't gonna change just because Megan dropped this little line. We all knew, so I would have been like, oh snap. Is she actually making fun? Is she body shaming then? Is she body shaming people with big feet? Like, what the hell? And also, the whole thing about the gun issue, I don't understand, because before she had said Megan is lying about being shot, and now she's saying Megan did get shot because she needs to get up on her one foot, good foot. So, did she get shot or did she not? Okay? That's where we need clarification, because it's like, did she lie or did she not? Like, which statement are you going with, Nikki? All right. And also the fact that she's making fun of someone who is suffering from domestic violence. She could have, like, Megan could have died. Like, I don't think we understand this. Like, this is domestic violence. When did we start making songs and making fun of domestic violence? This is the problem with Nikki. It's as if she's just like in her la la land, right? She's surrounded by these extreme men, okay, and extreme lifestyle. The men that are into this lifestyle, that she thinks that it's normal to have these extremes. Like, domestic violence is quite, this kind of violence, it's not normal. Like, it's not normal, and it should never be funny. It's not funny. It's never funny. I don't see anybody who could stand there and laugh, haha, you got shot. I suffer from domestic violence. What do you want me to do? Like, I could have died, okay? So, like, I could have died. I don't see what is funny about someone suffering from domestic violence. And it was such a big take on Nikki talking about someone's dead mom. Auntie Nikki, you were my favorite. What happened now? Jesus. What happened, Auntie Nikki? Listen, that is distasteful. It's distasteful. Distasteful. It's distasteful for Nikki to talk about someone's dead mom. Come on, that is low. Like, she just chose really bad topics. It's not funny anymore. Like, it's not funny. You can't talk about someone's dead mom. Like, it's not, like, there's just some things we just can't talk about. There's just some topics that are just, like, Megan lost her mom when she was very, very young. Very, very young. And she had to do life on her own without her mom. And if you know Megan, she talked about how her mom was her best friend. And if anybody can sympathize, even when people do you know when you're in high school and people talking about your mama jokes, nobody would ever say, and your mama died. Haha. No. Even kids know you can't talk about those kind of things. They know. Yeah, they can call your mom fat. They can call your mom ugly. But they're not going to be laughing at you because your mom died. You can't come online in 2024 and laugh at someone for domestic violence and for her parent being dead. I also want to point out the fact that Megan has won 3 Grammys. Okay, and Nicki hasn't won any. Of course, Nicki is probably the most awarded rapper of all time. With other words. But she hasn't won a Grammy, and I think Megan has won 2 or 3 between those two. So because Megan has won 2 or 3 Grammys, which Nicki hasn't been able to, I don't think Nicki can sit here and tell Megan she has no talent or she can't rap, or this is how you rap. You rap to the beat. Not like that. Like she said, Megan cannot rap to the beat. I don't think she'd have won those Grammys, okay? If she couldn't rap at all. So let's not lie, Nicki. Like, Nicki, you are successful. That's not gonna... Nobody can take that away. But let's not lie on Megan's name, okay? Megan can definitely rap, okay? She definitely can do her thing. She definitely, like, she may not be as successful yet as Nicki because she just started, but she's getting there. She will probably be big in the future. Like, she's getting there. She's getting there, you know. Give it a couple years, okay? She's getting there. I think also it was very cute and very Megan-like for Megan to respond with like an anime picture with the roses in the garden. I personally haven't watched Tokyo Ghoul, so I didn't really know what that meant until someone explained it to me. So this is the video of the girl talking about what the roses in the garden meant.
Megan Thee Stallion has been quiet. Megan Thee Stallion has been quiet. No, she hasn't. Okay, she has not been quiet. You are just not an anime fan. You are just not an anime girl. And if you were, you would have gotten the image that she posted to her story yesterday afternoon. After Miss Minaj had her rampage, you know, basically all day, all over Twitter, all up in people's TikTok comments, the Barbs were doxing people yesterday. It was crazy. By the way, Barbs, you got it. You got it, okay? Don't attack me, please. Yesterday afternoon, Megan posted this to her story. And if you don't watch anime, you wouldn't know what this means. This picture right here says 1,000 words, okay? And if you know, you know. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to explain. So these are spider lilies, red spider lilies. And in anime, when these show up, it basically means imminent death and misfortune is coming soon. And the fact that she posted this yesterday afternoon after Miss Minaj, like I said again, went on a rampage all over social media just speaks 1,000 words. Especially since this is from the anime Tokyo Ghoul. And this picture specifically, if you've watched the anime, you know exactly what scene that this picture was taken from. And it really speaks to how Megan is feeling about the entire Nicki Minaj and, you know, drama that's going online right now.
I also love how, like, the BTS collabed with both Nicki and Megan, and the armies are fighting it out on Twitter with the Barbs, and it's so funny because BTS collabed with both, and the Barbs are in war with the armies. When once upon a time they were like united and supporting their artist. So I just thought that was really, really funny. Everybody in this black community didn't believe Megan got shot, okay? You lot were so mean to Megan when she was talking about her truth. You were talking about you were releasing think pieces on why Megan is lying, Tori didn't shoot her, blah, blah, blah. I still remember that, okay? I still remember that you lot didn't believe domestic violence. You didn't believe Megan. And at that point, I was like to myself, if I was Megan, I would never release another song because these people are so ungrateful. I'm out here talking about my truth, telling you that I've just suffered something very traumatic, something that I had to go to surgery for. I could have died, but you're not believing me. And the big question is, can this controversy take away from Nicki's legacy? While it might have left a little dent in Nicki's career, Nicki's accomplishments are undeniable. But does it mean that we have to separate the artist from the art? Can we still enjoy her songs the same when she has made fun of someone's dead mom? Can we still enjoy her songs the same? I don't know about this, and I want to know what you think, guys. Can we go back to listening to Nicki's songs the same? Can we separate the artist from their art? In all this, I want to bring my attention to Nicki's mental breakdown. She really needs to take care of her mental health. I know that there's been a lot of people responding to this, and I think some of her babs would have responded to her as well, that this is not it to Queen, and I hope that she seeks mental health that she needs. She stays away from drama. She stays away from the internet for a second. Go back to the drawing board and start again, and just like take some time away from TikTok, internet, and all that. I want you to really look after her mental health. I hope both parties take care of their mental health. And that wraps up my dive into the Megan and Nicki's controversy. What's your take on this saga? Drop your comments and hit the like and subscribe for more updates. Until next time, bye.